Welcome to the LGBTQ Real Estate Podcast, connecting LGBTQ homebuyers, sellers, and real estate pros since 2007. My
Thank you
name
so
is
much for
Jeff
having me,
Bldg.
Jeff.
Repeat?
I said, thank you so much for having me, Jeff.
Oh, such a pleasure, Tillie. Yeah, well, you can see the excitement here. It's Pride Month, and first we'd like to welcome everybody and wish them a happy Pride. Thanks for joining us on our podcast. Once again, my name is Jeff Bldg. I'm the host of the show. We are here with Tillie Hall, a realtor serving Winston Salem, Greensboro, and High Point, North Carolina, also known as the Triad. And Tillie, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Jeff. I'm very excited to be here, especially during Pride Month.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting. June is always a great time of the year, and Pride Month as well. It just brings a little happiness, a little joy, a little celebration, I think, to all homes.
Absolutely.
So let's jump into it. We're about 15 minutes. We keep everything really simple. We know our viewers are busy. Everyone's multitasking. They're going to get a notification any moment on their phone. Let's dive into it. Share with us a little bit about yourself, both personally and professionally.
Absolutely. Yeah. So believe it or not, I had a past life where I was a teacher in Kansas. I thought I was pretty happy there. And then I realized I was not happy, wanted a lot of life changes. I moved out here to the Winston area and I got into real estate, and it's been absolutely incredible. And it's crazy because with my education background, I really focus on guiding my clients through the process, educating them about what to expect. And then when I was in Kansas, I had a really bad experience buying my first home and selling. I didn't understand the
Wow.
process. There were hidden fees. I did not understand anything going on, either buying or selling. And so after going through that frustration, I just know I can do so much better with my clients. And that's my goal. I want to educate. I want to come alongside. I want to give them all the information to help them make the best decision they can for themselves. So that's my goal in real estate, is just really help people make the best decision for themselves.
That's awesome, because if you really think about it, how many people really buy and sell homes very often? So education, I think, really shows so much and is a great asset to you and a customer that may prefer to work with you.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
that's awesome. What did you teach and how old were the kids?
So I taught elementary, I taught first grade and third grade, and then I coached middle school. And I was kind of known
Wow.
as I was a lead teacher, and then I was also kind of the behavior teacher. So I worked with all the kids who needed that little extra love. So it was definitely a challenge. I loved it. I got very burnt out, and real estate has been a great avenue for me. When I had my friend tell me I'd be good at it, and I told her, I was like, I don't really care too much about houses. And she was like, but you care about people. And you can help people through this really stressful experience. You can hold their hand, educate them, help guide them through the process. And I was like, oh, I can do that. I would love to do that.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. I have two daughters, ages 12 and 14, and I'm kind of through with those ages also. So I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, I did love coaching. Are they middle school age?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the middle school sports. Those were a lot of fun to coach.
Yeah. So, we know each other a bit now. Okay, right? I know you for a while. I know you have many LGBTQ customers. What is it about the LGBTQ community that you enjoy working with so much?
Absolutely, Jeff. Excellent question. I was not openly queer in Kansas. I moved to North Carolina and I decided I was starting my life over, and I just wanted to be 100% who I was. And people who are on board with that, great. And then people just know who I am. And so I don't have to feel like I have to hide any part of myself. And I have been overwhelmingly blessed to find an incredible LGBTQ affirming population here in Winston. There's amazing people I've met, the community I've built. There's the businesses that are affirming, owned by LGBTQ owners or LGBTQ affirming. The pride here is amazing. I feel absolutely so blessed and lucky to be here. And I love reaching out and working with the LGBTQ population, because buying a home and selling a home is stressful. It is. There's always going to be speed bumps. There's always stuff to figure out. And I much prefer to work with people who are in my community, who want to work with me. I was on a team where I just got placed with random clients, and I can work with whoever, but I would much rather prefer to work with people who share my values, who are in the community, who are on the same page, and we can really connect and trust each other and just have that level of trust.
Yeah, that sounds great. And it makes so much sense because it's what we do. right? It's what you do with your life and your business, and it's what we do here at LGBTQRealEstatePros.com. So, like I often say, we're on the same page.
Absolutely.
Great, great. Well, I know you're very passionate about your hometown, which you moved away from and then came back. And you must have so many life experiences there. Share with us, like, for example, someone that's watching this, now they know you and they may want to learn more about, the Triad area. And of course, they can Google it. And, now that they're here on YouTube, share with us why you love living in your community. For example, what are your favorite parts of town? Whether it's the arts, dining, great coffee shops, wine bars, um, ease of commuting, schools, place of worship. What's your favorite?
Oh my goodness, Jeff, there is so much. I absolutely am in love. I'm in love with the Winston area. So we're a very accessible area for all of North Carolina. There is, I hear the feedback all the time, it's the perfect size because we're not a big city with all the traffic like you'd have in Charlotte or Raleigh, but we do still have a downtown. We still have a thriving arts district. That was one that captured me when I first moved here. I'm obsessed with all the arts events. I'll be at every single one, inviting all my friends. So we have a thriving art scene, which I love, a thriving theater scene. We have School of the Arts here, so lots of artsy things, lots of jobs in the arts. We have an art district downtown called Trade Street that I love going on, and there's always events down there. We're also nice. Yeah, we're also really close to hiking. So we have Pilot Mountain about 30 minutes north of town. So you can go for a quick hike, or if you want to drive an hour or two, you can get to incredible hikes. And then if you want to drive 2.5 hours to 3 hours, you can get to the beach. So we're just really close for weekend adventures. We're close to Raleigh, Asheville, Charlotte. They're all just an hour or two away. So, and they all have concerts. They have big events. They have all kinds of stuff happening. So the first year I moved here, I just stayed in Winston and just traveled into all the events, and people asked, are you going anywhere? And I was like, I'm in North Carolina. I'm in Winston. I'm going everywhere. But I stayed in the state. Yeah. There's just so much to do. There's events every weekend. There's hiking. There's camping. There's just so much to do. So I'm obsessed with the area. I'm so happy I landed here.
Yeah, that's awesome because, you make a good point. People want to go to Europe. They have dreams of going to China. They want to go, so many places, but yet where you live and work, you love. And, you can share that with people that are relocating. I know, for example, our next question, which is very relevant to this, I know there's great affordable housing in your area, which is very, very important now. I know that's a hot subject. Tell us a little bit about, for example, the diverse housing stock in your community, not like what's on sale now, not your great new listing, but for example, over time, what can people expect? Like, for example, single family, condominiums, townhomes, maybe lake homes, a downtown area. Tell us a little bit about what they can expect when looking at the home stock.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question, Jeff. We have all of that except for the lakefront property. You'd have to drive to Charlotte to get closer to that.
Okay, Lake Norman I've heard of, right?
Yes,
that's a big one.
And High Rock Lake. Yeah. But in Winston, we have a great amount of single family housing. We do have a lot of townhome communities that opened up. I've got quite a few clients who are looking at those. We do have quite a few condos available. And then, the price ranges, it's very affordable. People come here from Raleigh, from Charlotte, just because they want the affordability. I was with my friend last weekend in Raleigh, and it was a cute little downtown house. And I was like, oh, this is so cute. And she was like, yeah, we'd buy it, but it'd be $600,000. And I was like, excuse me? Yeah. In Winston, that house would be like $250,000. So wow. Much more affordable.
Yeah. Well, that's great. And also a great quality of life, That's
yeah,
really
the hospital.
awesome.
We also have an incredible hospital system here in a lot of residents coming in, training hospitals, and so incredible medical accessibility.
Well, that's super important. So thanks for sharing that also. Of course, anyone needs good health care, so super important. Okay, so, our next question, what should LGBTQ individuals and families who are considering relocating to the area know about the area, about the community when it comes to welcoming the LGBTQ community?
Yeah, great question, Jeff. I know not everyone will share maybe my experience where I have been able to absolutely thrive and find my people. But I do tell my clients, I'll take them downtown, I'll walk around, I'll show them some businesses, take them to some of the restaurants and coffee shops. And I feel safe here. I feel affirmed. I feel welcomed. I feel like it's my people. So I tell my clients that, it is really a welcoming community. The LGBTQ population is welcomed and celebrated and can just feel very at home here.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And so tell us, when you're not buying and selling homes, we kind of blew through this. We're at 11 minutes already. I love it. Right on schedule. So when you're not selling homes, buying and selling homes for your customers, and you're not working, what do you like to do in your favorite time? What's your favorite thing to do?
I love that. That's such a great question. So another perk of getting into real estate is I do have some more flexibility. I'm able to use some of the time in my week how I want. And so I've been able to get involved with some groups that I really care about, some volunteer organizations. So that's a part of my week. And then more on the weekends, I just love all the events. Catch me in Charlotte going to shows. I'll go camping. I'll travel in the area. I've been very into raves recently. Big rave culture here.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That's
So I've got my group of
awesome.
rave friends. Yeah, it's amazing. And then, there's a bunch of options. There's some hiking. So we do have Salem Lake that you can hike
Yeah.
around, you can kayak on. So it kind of depends. I love the quiet nature activities. I love the go out and party activities. I love the shows. So catch me doing everything and inviting all my friends. I'm a big connector. I'm inviting everyone to all the events. So that's what I want to provide for my community that I help my clients. I want to connect them all, get them involved in the community, know which businesses are super supportive, and let them know what's going on and get them all connected because it takes a while to get connected to your community, and it did take me a little while. And now I feel like I'm so entrenched and so connected. I just want to share that with everyone moving to the area.
That's awesome. Well, if I ever make it to town, I'd like an invite.
I would
And
love to meet you in person.
Yeah, I'll let you know in advance. Well, this has been great. I think people got to know you. They got to know a little bit about your area, the Triad, North Carolina area, and also about real estate. That's what we're about. And, anyone that's watching us, feel welcome to contact Tillie. Your information, your phone number's there, your email and your website will be inclusive in the YouTube show.
Perfect.
And what else? Do you have anything special that you're doing for Pride? Is there a celebration in town, or just every day is Pride and just keep it real?
It's all Pride Month. It's not June, it's Pride Month.
Yeah.
So my month is full. We've got all kinds of activities going on. Winston's also a big drag brunch area. There's lots of drag brunches. We have a great drag scene. Like I mentioned, the raves, we do have some groups that are doing dance parties. And then I am doing a booth for Pride, which I'm very excited about. I actually have some sweet clients who we unofficially adopted each other. And so they want to help me with the Pride booth. So I'm very excited about that. And then just reach out more to the community and help people get really involved in the scene, what's going on. And I'm excited about it all.
That's awesome. So if anyone's watching this week, find Tillie at the Pride event.
Yes, June 22nd.
Awesome. Very, very awesome. Well, thank you again so much. I've had fun during this. I've gotten to know you a little better, and we'll see you on YouTube.
It's been an absolute pleasure, Jeff. Thank you so much.
Yeah, such a pleasure here as well. Okay, bye for now.
Bye.
Okay, that was great.